or in today's live stream rather, I'm going to be showing y'all how to make a simplified version of our June craft along project, which you can use whatever tools, materials that you might have on hand, but we just had some requests from folks on yesterday's new tutorial that they were like, oh, this is very pretty, but it's a little out of my depth right now. So I wanted to show you what you can do with the same materials that were provided in June, this month's craft along kit, but something that might be a little bit more beginner friendly. So I'm just going to kind of chill for a little bit. We are running behind. So hopefully you did get our newsletter that we sent out about an hour and 20 minutes ago. We stream on TikTok from 3 until 4, but I was working on a project. We'd had a question from one of our viewers about how to make a bangle bracelet using just round wire. And it ran a little over. I've never in my life had such a struggle with making a clasp as what I did in that video. So that being said, that's okay though. We got it made, so that's good. Yeah, and it seems to be working out now. Excuse me. Hey Sarah, hey Amber, hey Suzanne, how's it going? Let me go ahead and get this pulled up on my computer so I can see what y'all are saying.
Is there enough for one more?
Yes. Hey Randy, on your way back, could you also bring me a lens cloth? Because I'm all blurry. Thank you. Well, I rubbed my finger all over the camera lens trying to clean it, and that did not help, so. Ruh-roh. Thank you, honey. So Michelle says, hey, I actually just got the message that y'all had a schedule today. Ooh, right on. Yeah, we're doing like social butterfly mode. Let me go ahead and get just in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some flavor in there. There we go. Slightly less blurry. I'm going to go ahead and clean my glasses. So we are, like I had said, we're going to be working on a simplified version of this month's craft along project, which is, I'll show you in just a sec. I'm basically going to be showing y'all how to do just a fractal wrap with this from, you know, this month's kit. So using the little mandala and using some of our dichroic glass cabochons. I think we can go ahead and get the camera flipped around, but oops. Clicking this, getting it pulled up, that way I can see y'all's. And I'm going to make sure that we have it in top or all messages instead of like top messages. Hey Erica, she says you're clear but distorted to me, kind of like watching through a curved glass. That's very odd. I wonder why it's. I see what you mean. Is that... I wonder if there's a camera setting. Hey, am I distorted to everybody? Oops. There we go. I don't know what I clicked, but there we go. I have a question. What's your question? Maybe I can be helpful to you. Oh, yeah, kind of. Okay, let's see if we just flip it around, if it'll be all better. There, we're... I figured out how to make it zoom, whether we want to or not. I guess I'll click this. So instead of looking at my big old distorted head, we're going to look at some big old distorted jewelry. Made 10 earrings. Now I will do a fractal wrap with you. Oh, right on. Maybe you're sideways compared to normal. Yeah, that's YouTube wants us streaming in the vertical. They seem to send out notifications seeing you in vertical mode. That is how we should be. Oh, honey. Thank you. Cheers, everybody. Fresh cup of hot something hot to drink. Ooh. Oh, that's tasty. Pulling weeds and cutting down rows of sharon trees. All right on, Jean. Busy day in the garden. Oh, very yummy. Okay, I'm going to set that there to kind of cool off a little bit. So, have y'all had a chance to check out yesterday's new tutorial yet? I'd love to hear what you think. There's our poor scrapped clasps from the TikTok we just recorded. Silly YouTube. I'm going to account for the other platform, but I sign in and have a new phone. Oh, Amber. Oh, no. Well, the good news is we are doing social butterfly mode today on social media. So, like, we just did our hour on TikTok going over how to make a wire wrapped bangle, which will actually be finishing in today's video, or this live stream here on YouTube. And then we'll be going, we'll be streaming here on YouTube for at least an hour. And then we'll be having a little bit of a break so that we can set up for our Friday night dance party here in the craft room that we will be streaming on Kick. That way y'all can do like song requests and all sorts of stuff. So, and there will be a tutorial coming out soon, hopefully, on how to do a bracelet where it's like a DIY gallery wire, because we've done some videos showing how to make this using store-bought gallery wire. Oh, I'm here for it. Baby just fell asleep in my arms. Oh, Amber. Everyone needs a Randy. Chainmail making and coffee sharing. Amen. I could use as many Randys as I can get. Like, Randy could use a Randy. He could use a Randy assistant. All right. So in the kit this month, we're sending out 28 gauge titanium tone wire. It's Friday night game night at the senior center, so I'll be off to teach some games. Ooh, what kind of games? No, I am not nuts. Well, I was actually doing something very similar, but not with rows of sharon trees this morning. I spent a good 30 minutes just chopping stuff down in the garden. So we'll be using some 28 gauge wire, but I'm going to use what I have on my spool because I need all of these that we have for sending out in the kits. And so let us find our loose end. Board games, some card games too. Nice. Ooh, I've not been able to work outside for a couple of years. My back, but Doc gave me 50 grams of prednisone. I don't know what that is. Sounds expensive and effective. Going to bring bang. So I've pulled off 5 feet of wire. That should be more than enough for what we're doing today. And I like to use cabs that are about the size of the center of our stone, or the center of our mandala, but I will be showing how to make one that's significantly smaller as well. Oh, a steroid. Well, fantastic. I hope it's doing what you need it to do. So I'm going to begin by giving us a few inches of wire just here. If this is where our bail would attach, then I'm gonna come one off to the left of it. Hey, Sam. What'd you think of that TikTok live stream? I hope I didn't get shadow banned again. Because, man, y'all, I went into a mild rage on Tuesday whenever I came in and looked at my TikTok, and it's like both of our videos had like 7 views. And I was like, I guess this is life now. But it's for breathing and back. Gotcha, Jean. Well, I hope it's a beautiful day in the garden for it. So I'm just going to be whip stitching around, doing like 5 stitches. Or as many as I can fit on this little leg was good. It's a hard platform. We'll figure it out. But I figure don't know if we don't try. So snip. And then we're going to give it the old squishy smush. Boop and boop. Just to keep everything nice and tidy. And now, to do the fractal wrap, it's as though the wire is both the needle and the thread. Amber says, I've resisted getting TikTok. You tempt me. I'm going to be honest. There's not going to be a single thing that we do on TikTok that I don't also do on YouTube or Kick. Just because mostly I think I just keep getting, like, saying the wrong stuff, I guess. And so I don't think those videos can be rewatched. I think you're still able to go party, Jean. I don't know. So we're going to start by bringing it around across. This is a very thin wire for this, but I'm going to show you what I do. Thank you, Debbie. Oh, good. I feel too old for it. I understand you, Amber. But no, I never want to pressure anybody into getting a new platform or anything like that, or having to set up an account. But cool jewelry making. Nice to meet you. Oh, well, hey, Tats. Thank you so much. I think we had somebody ask if they could ask a question, and I don't know if they ever asked. Two-timer, are you still here? Y'all can ask questions if you like. Oh, yeah, we'll be streaming on Kick. The party will be from 7 until 8. And we're just going to be, like, doing some flow arts and listening to music. Gotcha, Ember. So we skipped 1, 2, 3, and we hooked onto the opposite side of the 4th. So we're from here, we're going 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go on the opposite side of the 4th. So we're going to bring that through. And I love it because this 28 gauge feels almost like a spider silk, just holding our cabochon on. I'm going to have it be, I'm going to come back out. Always, always, always follow your heart more than what I'm teaching. Because my hope is not to teach, you have to do it this way. But, no, that doesn't work. Okay, well, sometimes my heart is wrong. Hey, Christy, how's it going? I have wire in my mouth. Okay. If you're signed up on, we sent out the newsletter, Jean, and there's links to everything there in the newsletter for you. And hopefully that'll be helpful to you in finding us. Never know till you try. That's true. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 across. So coming down through there. Now I'm not having to constantly hunt for the end of my wire. I'm just bending it a little and then feeding it up and through. How are you doing today, Christy? And then I just make sure that I'm going the same distance across every time. There we go. So that's skipping 1, 2, 3, 4 and coming through right here. So this actually brings us right around to where we had started, which is a fantastic place. Oh, y'all, it made like a perfect star. Oh, I love that. And then this cab is in there. Like, you'd have to cut the wires to get it to pop out, which is my favorite. Is my favorite way. I tried to log into your thingy today and couldn't. Have to hunt up my password. I don't know what thingy. But now we can come through and I'm going to do a second layer where we're only skipping 3. And again, just bringing our wire through on our site, like our website. Like backtoearthcreations.com. And then we're just coming through, pushing that wire through the back. Oh, okay. And then coming around town. This is also a really fun way to be able to incorporate multiple wire tones and all sorts of stuff. So we're coming across, we're skipping 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go in through the 4th hole. And then just pushing up and through. 1, 2, 3 into the 4th hole. Whatever you decide to do on these, just have it be consistent and you'll do great. The wire does the hard work. So there's that. Bringing it around. 1, 2, 3. Going through the 4th. We've used enough wire now. I feel like I can sew with the tip of it, so we can just bring that around. But whenever we do this, we have to worry about our wire getting kinks in it. So there's always something to watch out for. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we'll come through here. I still prefer to feed it through with my thumb. And this is gonna... Wait, I got off track somewhere. Oh, I did, didn't I? Oh, no. Well, that's all right. We can just back it up. It can be a bit of a juggle sometimes, reading comments and trying to keep up with everything, but that's how we get to troubleshoot. So we just pull out our stitches, essentially. Okay, so there we go. Do you see how that wire came across right there? And then we come through. Okay, and we'll come through here. Hey, Walk in the Rain says, get those thumbs busy. I see 62 watching, but only 2 thumbs up. Stern tapping of foot. If you guys are enjoying today's live stream, do feel free to give it a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that we're doing okay. Yeah, so we came 3 across. We're going to 1, 2, 3 through there. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it won't, you'll have to like refresh the screen or something, I guess, to see an accurate count of the thumbs ups. Okay, so yeah, definitely going to be using the end. So just feeding through there and coming across. We're skipping 1, 2, 3, coming through there. Now we also have a fractal wrap tutorial that shows using like a gear, which is a really fun way to, fun and easy too. You don't even have to do the stitching through. It's just kind of wham bam done. Bringing that around. All right, on Zenobia. Well, I appreciate all of them. It's just coming through, checking to see where we came through last. We're gonna skip 1, 2, 3. But do you see how that's starting to make a really nice kind of bezel on this? Like a little, you know, a little bit more of a fractal-y pattern, a little geometric. Yep, and then we're going to 1, 2, 3. And we just stitch through like the 4th spot. Hello. Oh, things have been going really well. Jean says, I don't want to refresh because I might miss something. Oh no. So you skipped 4 the first round and now 3 skips? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So through the 4th. And then up through there. And I'm really glad we cut ourselves enough wire for this, a whole 5 feet, because that gives us plenty. 1, 2, 3, and then through there. And then it looks like we'd be back right at where we started. And you can tell because if we came through here again, that wire would be doubled up. So I really love that. Hey Enchanted, how's it going? Thank you, I love it. And so now I'm just going to bring this up, and just to make things match, I'm going to sew on the opposite. If that's our bail and that's where we started the wire, I'm going to finish the wire off over here. And now something that didn't come. Hey Cindy, how's it going? Something that didn't come in this month's kit, but that you could totally add here, is just some little beads around the edge, and I'll show you how to do that. But do please keep in mind that those, you know, don't expect beads in the kit this month. Oh wow, Amber. Yeah, I don't know. I just figure, you know, I try to not get too hung up on how many people are watching or not watching. I honestly, I pay the most attention to the comments, like to see in chat. So if you guys have like questions and stuff, but I figure, you know, I appreciate everybody, even our lurkers, especially our lurkers, but I don't want to get like stressed out or hung up on, you know, I try to treat every live stream like there's a million people watching, because that'd be wild for one, but also Sacra Blue says, oh, mine says 24 watching. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking on my screen, it says 82. So, hey, everybody. But I don't want to, I want to give y'all the best that I can give you. So, you know, I want to do my best, whether this is the same me you'd get even if we had a million people watching. So, cheers, guys. Oh, my love. My darling. Oh, that is so hot. Bean juice. Oh, that's good. Okay. We'll have a little bit of a coffee break and like a FaceTime with each other here shortly. Okay, and now I want my wire to be coming through here on this side, just because I'm going to be using these little faceted bicones that are so pretty. Letting it slide down. There it comes. Here it comes. Woo! Slide down. Okay, I'm going to slide it back off because I want this to be... What if we had them... Okay, I know what we're going to do. I don't know why I whispered. How do we do that? Because I was thinking... I mean, it'd be cool if we could have the little bicones, like, framed, like, boop, right in there. But what if we put them, like, in the tip? But then I was like, what if we floated them? Getting excited. In the petals. We're gonna need more beads, you guys. So, let me rummage. Rummaging intensifies. Haha. How about the... No, I can't get the drawer open because there's a bead tray in the way. So I'm going to be using these lolly beads that I get on Amazon, the little 2mm sized ones. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 beads is what I'm going to need. Ah, Jean says I just bought those. What do you think of them so far? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll need 20 of these. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Checking the third drawer down.
I just hate to crack open in here. That's it.
Yeah. That's your one a day. Randy used to have a superpower that you get one a day. Whatever you come and ask him, he has it on his desk. I remember one time our roommate George had walked in and he was like, this was back when we still had a roommate, and he was like, do you have any extra motor oil? And Randy literally had like a quart of motor oil on his desk for some reason. And he just reached behind his monitor and handed George, no questions, no nothing, a quart of motor oil, and was just like, that's your one. That's your one today.
And he's like, what the? And I was like, shh.
Yep. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, yeah, this one we're prototyping some new groovy cab designs because I'm hoping to be able to do, not next month, because next month I think we're going to do glow in the dark polymer clay crystal mushrooms for our craft along project, but that gives me enough time to get a bunch of these made and grooved. That way we can show y'all how to make this. Oh. All right, so now to float the bead, we have, and it just worked out perfect that those little beads sit on either side of that. But now I'm just going to sew up through here. Oh, thank you, you guys. I feel like I'm healing, like truly, like as a creative creature, and I'm starting to feel more and more like myself. Remembering to breathe. But I feel like I'm being creative again, and I'm really enjoying it. So sometimes we have to break to rebuild and heal and grow into the next phase of ourselves, but I'm feeling it, and thank goodness, because I was getting tired of feeling tired. So we're just gonna do that loop. Do you see how we did like a wrap? So we bring it over. Are those harder to groove? Not particularly. It's just a whole lot of my creative journey here lately has been chronic pain management. And so it's not that they're hard to groove, it's that I have a hard time grooving cabs because my hands will hurt, and my neck and shoulders and back, and just bruising my tailbone has, everything just hurts now. So I'm doing what I feel like I need to do to get to where I'm going to be all right. But I just give myself, used to a project that I'd give myself 1 month to do, I give myself 2 months now. So that's just how that goes. Michelle says, I totally get the chronic pain management. Dude, Randy, do you still have that picture of me in my super suit?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I call it my super suit, but it's, Randy got me a bunch of these different ice packs that have like, it's not just an ice pack, but it's like a contraption for strapping it to your body. So I have one for my lower back. I have one for each wrist that's like this long thing that I put on my compression hand thing, and then it just wraps my hands in this like big ice pack. And then I have one that's like a little bit of like a bolero vest that I just put over, and it like freezes my whole neck and shoulder. But then I also have like both neck, like my neck and both shoulders. But then I also have a one shoulder strap compression thing for each shoulder that holds an additional ice pack. So I'll just put it on and I'll lay there in my super suit, getting freaking what feels like hypothermia with ice packs, and then I'll lay on my heated blanket, and then I'll do my stretches. So that's my life now. And then I sleep in freaking wrist braces. So like between my super sexy compression socks and my wrist braces, all I need is like a mouth guard. And then, just waggle my eyebrows at Randy when he comes to bed and be like, hey, baby. Jean says, do you remember a couple years ago I was worried that you would get carpal tunnel syndrome? I don't remember specifically, but I believe you. And I don't have carpal tunnel. It's I hurt something in the back of my hand, which I don't know, maybe some variety of carpal tunnel. But I knew I wasn't going to be able to maintain my levels of crafting, or rather my levels of self-abuse as what I used to. But we're just, this is okay. Enchanted says, I sleep in braces too. Yeah. Hashtag sexy crafter. Y'all, I freaking love these beads. Oh, okay. And these are 4mm bicones with the little 2mm lolly beads, and it couldn't have been more perfect on the sizing. And I am attaching them with 28 gauge titanium toned parawire. Jean says, I can't do the cold, just heating pad. Right on. It's the inflammation. The cold really helps me. Jean says, you might try some other crafting to sell. Maybe. the strategy that we've decided to go with is to just rotate my pastures. So a lot of the times, the only wire wrapping that I'm doing through the week is what we do for the videos or what we do for the live streams. So now, that way, and then tomorrow I won't do any wire wrapping. I'll probably just do sculpting. 10-minute intervals. If you need to, alternate with 10 minutes of heat. Okay. I'm also assertive. Awaken, thank you so much for that advice. That's pretty in line with what I've been doing, just because after about 10 minutes, I'm like, burr freaking cold. Even in this heat, it's like, okay, that's too much cold. But it helps. It really helps to do the ice packs. And they're not directly against my skin, too. The beep boop buffering. Come on, brain. Little meat computer between my ears. The harness and stuff that hold the ice pack has a nice little buffer in there. Oh, okay. Brenda says, hey, Brenda, have you ever used a product called Absorbing Junior? It's wonderful for pain. I know I have a lot of pain and I use it. The only creams that I use for pain, I use before bed because I don't let myself take pain meds or do salves or anything while I'm crafting, because then I'll craft through it. And I listen to when my body whispers, so that hopefully I don't have to hear it scream. But I do use Tiger Balm before bed whenever Randy gives me like almost nightly massages. It's like, okay, not to be bragging, but Randy's 100% amazing. 10 out of 10 would date and marry again. But so depending on where it is and how it's hurting, we'll either use Tiger Balm, which I would use every day. Like, I love it 100%, or horse liniment that my friend Lori sent me. That's if I'm like super duper hurting. It's not a cream, it's like alcohol. Oh, okay. So that makes me think of the horse liniment, because that like is kind of not lotiony. But I'll have to check it out. What did you say it was called? Absorbing Junior. I'll have to check that out. Mama K says, I wear compression socks for both my legs. I have neck compression. I have COPD, not to mention the arthritis, macular degeneration. Oh no. So I'm losing my vision. Oh, Mama K. Goodness. Awaken says, also have had 3 hand surgeries, so really familiar with hand therapy that you can do on your own. Oh, really? What would you recommend? Because I think my first line of defense is to just listen to my body and not overuse and abuse it. My second line of defense is to rotate my pastures. Again, not overly repetitive use on, any one crafting project. And then my third line of defense is stretching and the ice and cold, which those are kind of go hand in hand. I don't know if they should, that's kind of like 3 and 4 are on the same level. What's up, my love? Oh. Oh my gosh, we're about to add the I love this so much, you guys. Like, so considering other than not having the beads in the kit, that you could do essentially both of these with this month's kit, I think is phenomenal. You got to supply your own beads though. Oh, thank you, Michelle. If I asked Edwin, he would help me with whatever I ask. Right on. Well, I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of convincing to be like, hello, husband, do you want to rub spicy oil all over my butt? And he's like, oh, hey, hun, how's it going? He just hands me another chainmail bracelet. Oh, he's just shaking his head and then walking off. You're doing fantastically, honey. And it's as smooth as silk, too. His closures are so good. All right, so this is our last one. Your intuition is right on track as far as overuse. An ortho appointment would be wise to determine what is actually going on. Okay. That sounds expensive. But it's going to be more expensive if I can't craft anymore, so... right. So now I want to just make sure that we've got, he is a handy Randy, he surely is. I'm a lucky duck. Well, hazy dog. So if I were to do this again, I would skip doing those 5 wraps until we got this on, and then I would be like, okay, now is the time to wrap it. Though I don't know, if you wanted, you could even go super ham and cheese bananas and start coiling up this way and just coil, like if you wanted to hand sew and do coiling all the way around the edges, you could totally do that. I don't think I'm going to today. I'm just going to finish that off with 3 little stitches. Doesn't have to be perfect, like perfectly symmetrical, but you can learn from what I'm doing. And yeah, if I hadn't have done the 5 stitches, I feel like I would have had more space to join that together. Though actually, to maintain the symmetry, I am going to just like string across the back there. Can I? What? No, I'm not going to go through the beads. I don't know. Let's go through the beads. Because that is one of the benefits. Totally get it, but know the why is best for how you resolve or mitigate the pain. It's kind of joint, tendon, muscle specific. Yeah. That's a good point. Oh, and that went through so easy. Okay. Oh. So yeah, so we went through those 3 beads just at the top, just because I want the coiling to be symmetrical. And then I'm going to go, there's 1. 2. Whoop. Getting tangled on my pliers. And 3. Oh, Mama Kay says Gracie Lynn is my nurse and takes care of Grandma. Oh, what a sweetie. All right. Hey, Sherry, just got my new apartment. Signed the papers. I'm ready to go. I'm moving to Lexington with my boys. Oh, Sherry, that's fantastic. Congratulations. Is that going to be a long move for you? Okay. So there is our pendant. That's the front. That's the back. Oh my God, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. I love that. It's like, oh, I like making jewelry now. Now I want to show you how to make a super simple bail. So we're going to pull off about 4 inches of 18 gauge wire. You will have 18 gauge in your kit. It just won't be, it might not be titanium toned. It's likely to be vintage bronze. But I'm just using, you'd use whatever you like to make a little loop. Then we're going to open that up, just a little, like that, so that we can thread our bail on. And then we're going to go like that. And then we're going to use the 6mm. No, I'm going to use, yeah, I'm going to use the 6mm loop, just lining it up like that. And I'm going to bring that around and that around. This was actually one of the very first bails that I taught on this channel back in like 2012. And you could do a couple of loops if you wanted. I like to just do the 2, mostly because that's all the wire I snipped off. And then I'm just going to come along down here and I'm going to snip right there. And then I'm going to bring it around and I'm going to snip right there. And we could use our flat nose pliers to bend that end kind of in line. And then we're going to bend this end just in line. And I think that makes just a beautiful. And so if you felt like, whoop, I threw it on the ground. I have to go get it. Oh no. Oh, there it is. I was like, the floor ate it. Dog fur is always free. So if you felt like yesterday's tutorial was a little out of your depth with our June craft along kit. Sans the beads. This is a simplified version of what I would recommend. And you could use, gosh, some 6 or 8 millimeter. I think 6 millimeter beads would look super cute. We'll do 6 millimeter on the next one. So, but first we're going to have a coffee break and we're going to stand for a little bit because this is part of that whole, not overusing or abusing myself while crafting scheme. Jean says, wow, I have known you a long time, right? We're going to click that button, get that flipped around. I'm going to bring this over here. Okay. Everything is so tangled and jank a lot of the time. Hey, Giovanna, how's it going? Okay. So I'm going to enjoy my coffee, hanging out with y'all. Cheers, you guys. Right on. Debbie says, I definitely want to learn how to do the sparkly bead wrap. Well, I think then I'll have to just do another tutorial on this one because, well, I always need something to make a video about because we try to always post a new tutorial every Thursday. Oh, and it's all distorted. I wonder what's going on. What's that? Green screen? Y'all, I just figured out how to do effects on YouTube. What? Okay, what's the other one? I can put stuff in the background? Wait, no, I don't. How do I make it not be? Okay, thank God, because I was like, I don't need a green screen. Hey, Brooke, how's it going? I'm trying to figure out how to make my camera not be distorted. It's cooler as it is midnight. Oh, right on. Oh, we're doing really well. What if I click that? Highlight saved to your channel. I don't even know what that means. What if I click that? Retouches on. Oh, is it filtering me? The pretty now. I don't. Retouch off. Okay. And then what if I click that? Ah! What if I click that? Nope. I'm still trying to figure out what to do. So yeah, this is just how I look now. I am Von the Wide, but that's okay. We lost you. I'm still here. Walk in the Rain says, do you have a video of a moon done like what you just did? I don't, but I bet that'd be really cool. Well, thank you. I don't know why it's distorted though. We'll have to see. It wasn't like that last week, I don't think, was it? Well, so we've got that. The next thing that I'm going to show you guys is going to be, well, honestly, I was supposed to only stream until 5, but I was like 20 minutes late getting started on this. When I go to type, it's very wide, and now you're tiny. Oh no. I'm so sorry. If I click full screen? I don't know. I just work here. Hey Brenda, how's it going? I'm going to make sure that I put it back into live chat. Everybody click the like button. Doo-doo. Oh, and y'all check out. I'm gonna start making more of these that I've got in my hair because I love them. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the labradorite leather thing that I used. Oh, well, thank you, Debbie. They're just some wool dreadlocks that I had made that I braid in. So I like to take them out. That way I can like wash my hair and maintain my scalp and stuff. Do we make another one? Or what do we do? I don't know. I feel like, Randy, what do I do? Do I log so that we adhere to schedule?
Yeah.
Okay. Randy says that we log. That way we adhere to schedule. But every Friday moving forward until it changes, and you can always find a hopefully somewhat up-to-date calendar on our website, backtoearthcreations.com. Ooh, right on. Amber says I need to make a hair thing like that. I have super thick hair. Nothing stays. Right on. I just like it because it gives a little bit more additional support to the hair tie that I have in. But I did 2 holes. One for if I'm doing a half updo, and then, you know, the larger one for whenever I want to fit all of my hair in it. But then we used to try to make our own hair sticks, but I found where you could just buy them in bulk. And that was way more reasonable because these are a ton of work. Oh, Giovanna says I just got here. But yeah, and then I just do a bun up on the top of my head. Oh, Amber says I got a kit from Tandy Leather for a butterfly one. Oh, that'll be fantastic. But sometimes I like to pretend like the Fire Nation is coming. And you can do it on the front. And then you can really see how the labradorite pops off. But y'all, I have had such a blast hanging out today. I'm so sorry, Giovanna. I know you just got here. But oh, hey, Tiggy. But we just demonstrated how to do this in this video. And so hopefully that's helpful to you guys. I'll make a tutorial about it, and then we'll show you guys. And then we also have a tutorial coming. I lost it as well. Where'd all my stuff go? I found, nope, that wire's not attached. Here's the wire, here's the bracelet. In our TikTok live stream, I had started making this with like a homemade gallery wire instead of like how we had done in the past. So keep an eye out for those upcoming tutorials, new tutorials every Thursday. And we live stream on Kick on Monday and Wednesday, and then we have new tutorials on Thursday, and then we live stream on TikTok and then YouTube and then Kick on Fridays. So everything's up on the website. Thank you guys so much. I've had a fantastic time, and I'm so pleased with this pendant that we made. But I'm gonna go drink my coffee and probably go yell at the sky a little bit. So yeah, I'll see y'all in our next video, and until then, thank you and happy crafting. Mwah. Bye. How do I? There it is. Okay, bye guys.